Thanks, y'all. Welcome, welcome. Well, it has been a delicious and deep and rich time this weekend for the bunch of us that gathered up the road here for the Roots and Branches Festival, or retreat, I should say. Something I do every year or two, and it's really been a beautiful time. I hope y'all have had a beautiful weekend as well so far. I've been staying in my own family place this weekend. Everybody else was staying up at William Black, and me and my buddy Herb, who's taking pictures tonight, stayed at the old family place that Granddad bought in 1939. It was built in 1917, and at the risk of oversharing, this morning I took a bath in the 1917 bathtub that's in that house. It was pretty special. Some of you have heard me tell the story before that Granddad bought that place in 1939 for $1,700, and he felt like that was too. It's still not insulated. We have to drain the pipes every winter so they don't pop. And it's a little chilly right now as it turns to fall, but it's still about the warmest place I know. Some pictures, just some old black and whites. Everything was so simple. Or maybe I romanticize, but it still makes me smile, looking back on those days when black and white fade to gray. Gray eagle flies, and I'm riding along to the land of my father's father, singing the song my grandmother used to sing, about a bushel and a peck and a hug around the neck, and I'm home. Now there's a sidewalk where the path used to be, and where we planted a sapling. I can climb in the tree and find I stand taller, with my feet on the land that my grandfather worked with his hands. And the gray eagle flies, and I'm riding along to the land of my father's father, singing the song my grandmother used to sing, about a bushel and a peck and a hug around the neck, and I'm home. Once in a while I like to stop by and make sure place looks okay. I stand on the steps with a tear in my eye, and I'm wishing that I could just stay. So I'll take a few pictures with my dad's 35 of my grandparents' home, where they lived most of their lives, and a few in the garden where their roses still grow, and I'm hoping that somehow they know. And the gray eagle flies, and I'm riding along to the land of my father's father, singing the song my grandmother used to sing, bushel and a peck, and a hug around the neck, and I'm home. Finally home. And I'm home. Whoa. Thanks, y'all. I am tempted. I'm tempted. I have this new song that I wrote in Uganda about 3 weeks ago. But I don't think I've got a few. Could you bring me that clipboard back there, Billy? There's a clipboard back there. It's got a little bit of a cheat, I think. If I look at this, I think I can remember the words enough to sing this song. We'll see. Actually, I mean, Billy Jonas is in the house. We should have percussion. Yeah, just keep it rolling. It's D. So this is going to be a lot of this tonight. People just jumping in on songs that they may or may not know. It's good. That's where the magic happens. It makes me very happy. So I wrote this song with my friend Chinobe. Chinobe is from Uganda, but now lives in the sparkling metropolis of Rutherfordton, North Carolina. And Chinobe and his family went back to Uganda this summer, and the kids didn't remember being in Uganda before. They've been mostly living their lives in the US. And so it was fascinating for them to be in Uganda, which is in some ways where they're from, and in other ways not at all where they're from. And so Chinobe told me this fabulous story about his daughters riding on the rutted roads. If you have some time to kill and you want to procrastinate and what you really need is a little time on YouTube, go on YouTube and search for Ugandan potholes. You can kill a lot of time looking at videos of people swimming in Ugandan potholes, right? They have serious potholes there. It is really impressive. And so when you ride on a Ugandan road, most Ugandan roads, almost all of them, you do a lot of this. You know, back and bam against the side of the van and stuff. That's how it is. And so the driver of the van that day was studiously trying to take care of the people in the van and avoid the potholes. And the little girls started complaining and saying, "We want the bumpy rides." And I thought, wow, there's a lesson for me there, right? There's what happens to you, and then there's how you encounter what happens to you. And that's not to say that what happens to you is all up to your good attitude. Things happen that are really hard and change you, right? But there is this piece that we get to bring. And that kind of led to this song. I'd been in Uganda for 2 days when I started writing this song. And I thought I would, it's not you, huh? You don't have a phone call? Okay. Oh, this is probably a good time to remind y'all, turn off your phones if you like. I love you, Georgie. It's okay. The worst is when it's my phone. And that happens sometimes. I'm in the middle of a song and my own phone rings and both hands are on the guitar, and what am I gonna do? Anyway, so this song arose from that experience with those beautiful children who taught me something about being alive.
Can we bookmark for later tonight? We're gonna write a song together called "We Want the Bumpy Roads."
Okay. All right, later tonight. It's gonna be a long night. The song is called Chilungi. Chilungi. Can y'all say that?
Chilungi.
Chilungi, right? That means beauty. Beauty. Write the colors, slow the time. The only season's wet and dry. 12 hours dark, 12 hours light. The feet and wheels, the traffic slows. Chilungi, Chilungi. Beside the road, a flame tree grows. Petals dusted with red clay. It rises for another day. You shake my hand in 3/4 time and whisper, Karibu. I'll hold your kindness closely when I'm far away from you. Rutted roads make bumpy rides. Throw you hard from side to side. She raises her hands up in the air like a roller coaster at the fair. You shake my hand in 3/4 time and whisper, Karibu. I'll hold your kindness closely when I'm far away from you. Look here and you look there and can't find beauty anywhere. You must sow and grow your own. A flower's a weed, you welcome home. A flower's a weed, you welcome home. Time and whisper, Karibu. I'll hold your kindness closely when I'm far away from you. Thanks, y'all. That's a new song I co-wrote with Chinobe. I got a really special treat for you. Oh my goodness, I have a special treat for you. Y'all come on out here and get plugged in while I talk about you. This is Aditi and Jay. Anybody know Aditi and Jay? Yes. All right. I thought so. So those of you who don't yet know Aditi and Jay understand now what you're about to encounter by the reaction of those who do, right? That's how that works. These are two great spirits. I don't know if you know, Mahatma was not Gandhi's first name, right? It's a title. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was his whole name, but Mahatma was a title. Mahatma means great soul. There are a few of those in the room tonight, and two of them are sitting right here. Please welcome Aditi and Jay.
Thank you. Soul brother David LaMotte, thank you so much, man. It's just wonderful to be here with you.
Don't believe everything you hear.
Unless David LaMotte says it.
Well, The first song we're going to do is a sing-along. It's called Teach Your Children. Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
You got it.
And when I think of great teachers, I think of David LaMotte, Chinobe, people that are in this space tonight. So to all you teachers.
Have a code that you can live by, and so become yourself, because the past is just a goodbye. Teach your children well, their father's hell will slowly go by. Feed them on your dreams, the one they pick, the one you'll know by. Don't you ever ask them why. If they told you, you would cry. So just look at them and sigh, and know they love you. Of the tender years, can't know the fears that your elders grew by, and so please help them with your youth. They seek the truth before they can die. Teach your parents well, their children's hell will slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the one they pick, the one you'll know by. Don't you ever ask them why. If they told you, you would cry. So just look at them and sigh, and know they love you.
Nice singing.
Yeah,
It's beautiful.
it's almost like the beer choir here tonight. One of the wonderful things that we get to do in music therapy in hospice is provide a space for, and sometimes encourage, reminiscing with the person that we're with. And just an opportunity to just allow the mind to drift through the person's time and life and times, and see where it lands, and then what that has to say about the person, and what they're feeling, and sometimes that reminiscing will inspire a song, and that kind of deepens the memory, and then other times a song will bring out a memory. And it's a beautiful connection, between music and memories. And so I think I was kind of thinking about that when I wrote this one here. This is called Last Silver Daydreams. Maybe I'll wind back through the mountains to when my home was of the land. Chestnut walls and sunshine curtains. Morning lingered in our hands. may wander down the byways in my mother's minivan, on the road to California, like two pilgrims on the Lamb. When I'm down to my last silver daydreams in the valleys of my mind, memories like clouds soft and shady drifting by. I could be across the table, little faces full of fun, laughing soon as they're able, hold 'em close and watch 'em run. Then I'll be a child of nature, with the dogs and daffodils. When the sprinkler made rain showers, I could hear us laughing still. When I'm down to my last silver daydream in the valleys of my mind, memories like clouds soft and shady. Fades in the shadows, and your eyes hold all the light, and we talk of where the time goes, and you're with me through the night. I could be back where we started, when you first walked through my door. How you made me tender-hearted. Had we done this all before? When I'm down to my last silver daydreams in the valleys of my mind, memories like clouds soft and shady drifting by. I've always since I ever saw him, wanted to jam with Billy Jonas. Hey, just got to stick around, folks.
So this instrument I'm playing is called a harmonium. It's from India, originally from Europe, and made its way to India and was adapted. And I've been playing it since I was 4, so 40 years. And this next song is an Indian sort of folk song, I would say. And it's about the changes of the weather, and it's calling in the monsoon season, but I'm singing it tonight because I feel the crispness in the air and the fall winds, and just one of the lines is, my heart is dancing like a peacock in the forest. And that's really how I feel, sort of like when fall comes, when October comes. So it's a song I used to sing with my father. This is the first time I've sung it since he died last year, so I may ask Jay to learn his parts next time.
It's a tall order.
Can be done.
It's a
So
pun.
it's the
That's
first
also
time.
a pun. It's It's a tall order. That's also a joke. See, Bapu is very tall.
It's a towering figure.
Towering figure.
All right, so let's see how it goes.
That's Aditi and Jay, y'all. With a very sweet guest appearance from the one and only Jilly Bonus. The Black Mountain Blues Festival happened here last weekend, and I think a lot of people had a lot of fun. Good fun. I spent most of the weekend in Boone. I was asked way back in January to be up in Boone to do a talk and a lecture and a concert everybody last weekend in these parts was feeling the anniversary of the flood and the hurricane. There is many different stories about that, as there are people who went through it, of course. Can't generalize about what people felt or experienced. But there are some certain themes that I keep hearing. People keep telling me about how there are a few things I hear people say over and over again. One is, I met neighbors and never knew I had. Because we had this fabulous experience where, I mean, horrible experience. Don't get me wrong, I'm not minimizing the horrific nature of the loss. It's very real. And in the pandemic, we were told, you can't be with anybody in person, but we're going to hyper-connect you to people far away. And that was the right answer in that moment. Don't misunderstand me, I'm not critiquing that. That was the right answer in that moment. You can't be with people face to face, that's dangerous for both of you, but we're going to hyper-connect you to people far away. And then the hurricane came and it said, you can't talk to anybody who's not right in front of you. Right? Because we lost our cell phones, and we lost our Wi-Fi, and we lost those little plastic cups with the strings in between them. We had nothing. Except for the people around us. So we all went into the street, and our freezers were thawing, and so we cooked the food and fed our neighbors, and it was so beautiful. And the other thing that I keep hearing people say over and over again is, nobody asked you who you voted for before they cut the tree off your roof, or before they gave you food, right? Again, please don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying make nice. Making nice is not making peace. The differences really, really matter. The differences politically. And because of that, we have to know each other. And we have to remember each other's humanity. And by doing that, remember our own. Right? That's the work. I'm going to sing you a song about water. There's a reason why water is not in the game rock, paper, scissors. Ain't nothing beats water. But I also think about the fact that, you're made of mostly water. So they built this shiny hotel where the water meets the land. They smiled a little nervously as the ocean took the sand. They went down below the shoreline and they hauled it back again. But the heavy rain and the hurricane and the water's gonna win, the water's gonna win. Bring it all back, it will wash away again. Water's gonna win. Pack it up or pack it in, yeah. Water's gonna win. The glass of water you were sipping as you watch the morning come has quenched the thirst of 7 others underneath the younger sun. We are memories and moments. We are born and born again. We are rushing, streaming, breathing steam, and the water's gonna win, the water's gonna win. Ascending and falling and rising up again. Water's gonna win. Ride the tide and ride the wind. Haul the rocks and sign the papers and pour another glass of gin. Cut the ribbon with the scissors, but the water's gonna win. Hey, 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 down beside the river just about a year ago. Gave the ashes to the current, watched them swirl into the flow. You still hold it all inside you. You can't stop once you begin. Close your eyes and feel it rising. Hey, the water's gonna win, the water's gonna win. You can't hold back the tide, you can't hide from what's within. The water's gonna win. Feel it flow beneath your skin. The water's gonna win. It will keep flowing through all we are and all we've been. Water's gonna win forever and amen. The water's gonna win. Thanks, y'all. Thank you. I've got another really special treat for you. I feel like a chef that has put together just the right flavors and just the right courses, and I get to keep unfolding this evening for you all night long. And now I'm going to ask my friend Zoe Lewis to come to the stage. Zoe's a legend. You know, I could say lots of things, but mostly I'm going to say these two things. One, I first met Zoe many years ago when we were many years ago when we were at the Kerrville Folk Festival, which is a hot, dusty place in Texas where extraordinarily magical music happens. It's really a songwriter-focused festival, so it's really about the song there. And that's such a gift, because Zoe Lewis is an extraordinary songwriter. That's why I saw her there on stage at the festival. The other thing I want to say about Zoe Lewis is that Zoe Lewis is a human vitamin. So prepare to be nourished and maybe energized. Here it comes. Zoe Lewis, y'all.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. May I have a little bit more vocal up here? Can you see me over there? No. It's a bit high. Well, isn't this a great show? It's amazing, and I just love these people, and I'm so honored here. Careful there. To be here. I'm from England originally, but now I live in Provincetown, Cape Cod. Anyone been to Cape Cod? And I haven't been to North Carolina for years, but lots of my friends keep moving to Asheville. Because it's beautiful and this community is amazing. So, because the world needs to come together and be beautiful just like you are, and all the words that have come through these microphones so far just totally inspire me. And there's hope, there's lots of hope out there in the kids, because the world is a bit of a circus, is it not? I mean, we've been run by a bunch of clowns. Oh, thank you. Let's have a bit more vocal up here. So anyway, little song. I wrote this for some little girls who are 1 year old. Welcome to the circus of life. Welcome to this circus, yeah, the circus of life. 'Cause we're born and then we die, but there's a lot of living in between, so please don't wait to grab it by the horns. just for you. Welcome to the circus. The circus of life. Da, 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 da. Welcome to the circus, yeah. The circus of life. Will you sing with me? La la la, la la la, la la la, la la. Come on. La 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 doo doo, la 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 doo doo, la 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 doo. 'Cause up on the high wire, when everything's tiny, elephants and acrobats, trombones and trampolines. It's a delicate balance, but you can go flying. Jugglers and hula hoops, top hats and tambourines. I told you it was circus. I need your help. Will you help me get through this by putting your hands together? Do do do, ba da ba doo day, ba da ba doo day. Ba ba da ba ba da ba doo da, ba da. Keep it clapping now, keep it clapping now. Welcome to the circus. Welcome to the circus. Welcome to the circus of life. It is a bit of a circus. We I'm going to fall off in this one. And now for a serious song. It's a quality venue here. Thank you, Billy. I'm from England. Who's been to England? Anyone been to? I always say you must have gone for the food. So. Oh, we can juggle through, but you know. Anyway, the thing is, in England, you know, my mum had me when she was 51 years old. Can you imagine? It was a shock to her. My brother and sister, 20 years older, so, you know, I came much later. I was the accident in the family, you know, and they thought I was a tumor, actually, but that's an... So I grew up with much older parents, and I love the old songs. My dad, he retired when I was 11. It's true, so I come from a little, you know, country village on the south coast of England by the sea. And he wasn't counting on having a noisy daughter, you know, because I was a bit lively as a little girl. He wanted it quiet. You know, in England, my dad just wanted to go fishing, tend his roses, mow the lawn, have a quiet life. And, you know, so I was chatting incessantly. But he taught me how to be quiet if I wanted to hang out with him. And I learned, if I wanted to enjoy my older dad, to just calm down a little. Because then magic things would happen. He was an electrical engineer, and sometimes it would be raining in England. Can you imagine? But I'd go and hang out in the garage with him, and he would bring out a box of plugs and sockets, and he'd say, "Here, darling, here's a screwdriver, undo all of these." And I would undo them. And he'd go, "Very good, now do them all up." But that was like a good hour, you know, and I was diligently did them all up, and I would enjoy his company quietly. And sometimes in the summer it stopped raining, and for 3 days. And I would go down to the beach with my friends, and occasionally my dad would turn up with 3 prawning nets over his shoulder, fishing nets, and he'd beckon me, and I'd follow him out to where the tide went out and the bladderwrack seaweed hung over the rocks. And if I was quiet, and he taught me how to do this, I would place my net very gently into one of the caves, and then the next net, and the next net, and come back to the first one, and if I pulled very gently without splashing or chatting, it was baited. And then I would pull it out and suddenly flip it up, and it would be full of prawns, and we would have the most delicious dinner. And I'd walk home with him quietly. And we would pass the 3 pubs, the 2 churches, and we'd get to a little lane. And I call it Sixpenny Lane now, because every time I walked up this little lane, just before we got to our house, my dad would say, "What's that on the floor, darling?" And I'd look, and there was something shiny. And I would find an old 6pence, always when I walked up this lane with my dad. It was a miracle. Took me till I was 16 to work out that my dad had been dropping these 6pence. Point being, love can be shown in many ways. Ice cream and fish and chips, I put my fingertips inside your palm. Cross at the traffic lights, saw the commuters look longingly at the prawning nets under your arm. And the rock pools shine in the chalky mist. And you say to me, "Here are some fishermen's secrets, my darling, but please don't tell the tourists always, always, always a 6pence. There was always, always, always a 6pence." From under the bladderwrack, I took a treasure back home from the sea. Ticking and tiny, deliciously briny. I know this land, each stone, each corner, each tree. And the tide comes in, and we walk the lane. And you say to me, "Keep your eyes open for magic, my darling." And just like magic, it's there again. There was always, always, always a 6pence. There was always, always, always a 6pence. Always a 6pence on the floor. Always a 6pence since 1964. Always a 6pence by my shoe. Always a 6pence when I'm standing next to you. Since I was born, you put lines on the lawn every Sunday afternoon. Loud as a bell in the roses, I fell off my tricycle while following the moon. It's a quiet gift, your company. And you look at me, love can be shown in much more ways, my darling, than just in words. Please believe me, always, always, always a 6pence. There was always, always, always a 6pence. Yeah. Merci. It's all, oh, I can hear myself. Now, there's very fancy stuff here. And he's so lovely, he's lending me the guitar. So thank you so much. Give it up for this amazing, incredible gentleman. Thank you so much for letting me come and play at this wonderful event. Who is at the retreat? Were you all at the... Wow. And I know Billy from Kerrville too. And this, last night I played at the World Bridge Center, which is, Chinobe's place, and such, it's so important to make bridges. What a concept. Empathy. Mark Twain, I've traveled now a lot around the world, maybe 70 countries, and, coming from my little village where the sixpence was on the floor, it's very different when you leave. I would never have come to the United States if I believed what was on the news. In New York City, so dangerous. I traveled around the world. I play now in Mexico every winter. People are kind everywhere you go. And Mark Twain said that travel is the enemy of prejudice. It taught me so much to turn me upside down and inside out and see that there's not just one way of doing things, there's many. Try on different people's shoes. I wish more politicians traveled, perhaps. Ooh, fancy. And how can a Billy Jonas or a Jilly Bonus be standing in the rings without asking him to come and play with me? CDs, by the way, for sale, and I also have shoes for sale. Seems like we're getting in a whole lot of trouble, cause everybody's living in their own little bubble. Close your eyes and the country falls. I've always liked bridges better than walls. Some like blue, some like red, some like to watch Fox News in bed. Swallowing the Kool-Aid, it's so clear. I'd rather be ruled by love, not fear. These shoes, yeah, try on these shoes. Try on these shoes, somebody else's shoes. Try on these shoes, try on these shoes. Before you talk, take a walk in somebody else's shoes. We're all gonna lose, and imagine if the tables turned and suddenly you were the one being spurned. Would you break down, or what would you do? Would you have another point of view? These shoes, yeah, try on these shoes. Try on these shoes, somebody else's shoes. Try on these shoes, try on these shoes. Before you talk, take a walk in somebody else's shoes. family, we come first. We're the best and you're the worst. Finger on the button, so you better beware. Diplomacy vanishes into thin air. And what do the children learn as they grow? With a White House whiter than snow. Step out your box, come on, open your eyes. Try on shoes of a different size. These shoes, try on these shoes. Try on these shoes, somebody else's shoes. Try on these shoes, these black shoes, these women's shoes, these gay shoes, these immigrant shoes. Somebody else's shoes. Try on these shoes, these trans shoes, these black plastic shoes. Somebody else's shoes. Try on these shoes. Try on these shoes. Before you talk, take a walk in somebody else's shoes. Thank you! Give it up for Billy!
Just saying. We're not even saying. That's Zoe Lewis, y'all. I mean, sometimes I just stand here and shake my head and say, this is my job. I feel so stinking lucky. And thank you, you're a great boss. My goodness. Zoe Lewis. It is so good to see you again. It's been a long time. It's been a very long time. Hey, y'all. My wife, I think, just got here. Deanna, are you here? Deanna, are you here? Okay, all right, there she is. Yep, yeah, that's my wife. Oh, my kid, Mason, right on. Hey, my whole family, right on. They're both going to laugh at me because I get choked up about stuff like this. But today, Deanna tested for her black recommended belt in Taekwondo. That's the last one before first degree black belt. And we haven't seen each other all day, but I'm pretty sure it went okay, right? It went all right? She got it. So, just want you to know this is not a song about us, the two of us, it's not. It is a song about stupid things that couples argue about. I crowdsourced the lyrics on Facebook. So it's not a song about us, it's about all of you. Josh, it feels like this got really crispy. I don't know why. Like we're driving each other crazy. She can't relax and she says I'm lazy. Every little thing I do or say, well, she seemed to think she got a better way. All frustrated and up all night, 'cause there's two ways to do it, but one that's right. Hands on her hips with the usual scowl, looking at the way I folded that towel. And sometimes I think I might end up dead, 'cause I didn't put the twisty thing back on the bread. Yeah, sure, I'll take the trash out in just a minute, but if you push it down a little, you could get more in it. And the way it's done is the way I do it, the way I do it. You could do it your way all day long, if you don't mind doing it wrong. I want y'all to remember that my wife has a black recommended belt in Taekwondo. I don't win a lot of the marital arguments. We thought it might help with situation. Get away together for a little vacation. So we cleared the time, but we didn't get far. Cause first, we had to pack the car. We survived that part without going insane. Then she drove away slow in the fast lane. And the way it's done is the way I do it. The way I do it. You can do it your way all day long, if you don't mind doing it wrong. Now there's which way the forks go, up or down, which way the toilet paper spins around, and when you put your headlights dim or bright, and when you slow down for the traffic light, and how dark to go when you toast the bread, and how many pillows do you need on one bed, whose turn it is to let out the cat, and are you really gonna put ketchup on that? Which way to vote in the next election, and when we gonna stop and ask for directions. And I don't wanna start a whole bunch of drama, but don't get me going on the Oxford comma. Cause the way it's done is the way I do it. The way I do it is the way it's done. You can do it your way all day long, if you don't mind doing it wrong. Verse. Well, I love you, baby, and I hate to fight, and I don't mean to sound like I'm always right. I mean, there's plenty of things we can learn from each other. There's lots of stuff still left to discover, so go on and show me how your way's better, and I'll just come back and fix it later. Cause the way it's done is the way I do it. The way I do it. You can do it your way if you don't mind doing it wrong. All right, last chance. Now the way it's done is the way I do it. And the way I do it, you can do it your way all day long, if you don't mind doing it wrong. Y'all welcome Billy Jonas back to the stage. Billy Jonas in the house. Billy and I have been friends since the early 1990s. We're still friends. We've traveled together and everything, and we're still friends. Billy and I were in a trio for about 10 years together. And we're still in that trio, but we're just not touring these days because our buddy Dawood needs to be off the road for family reasons. But this trio is called Abraham Jam. We made 2 records together, a live album and a studio album. And it's called Abraham Jam because there was a Jewish man and a Christian man and a Muslim band and a band together. So we called it Abraham Jam. And part of why we did that is that I think activism has 2 halves, you know. And activism, let's be clear, activism just means being active. You see a problem, you work on it, right? That's all it means. So all of you are activists, I'm sure. You have addressed problems you saw in the world before in one way or another, whether that's picking up socks off the floor or protesting at the legislature. So activism has 2 halves. Activism and protest are not the interchangeable ideas. Protest means standing in the way of what you think is wrong. But the other half of activism is creating what you think is right. Richard Rohr said, the best criticism of the bad is the practice of the better. Right? That's the work. So, that's what we were trying to do with Abraham Jam, and while we were doing it, we had a ton of fun making songs together. And I'm really grateful to have deepened my friendship with my longtime friend, Billy Jonas. He's a beautiful man. Please welcome him to the stage.
Thank you. Can you hear my voice okay? Well, thank you, David. David's what we call a consummate performer. In the dictionary next to the word magnanimous is his picture. And it's a privilege, super privilege to be part of all this. And you noticed I came out a bunch of times to play because I have this stuff that I like to play, but also I believe that everybody has a t-shirt that expresses their essence, a message t-shirt, something written on it. My t-shirt is, let's play. And so it's nice that people are inviting me out to play. But I'd like to play with you now, invite you to be part of the band. Let's see what we can do together. So one of the ways I play, this is a partial capo. It only covers 3 strings. And I just started messing around with it, playing with it. And I found if you put it way up here, created this beautiful thing. It's supposed to be down here usually. And then I had to figure out how to play with it on both sides. It's like having someone hand you a frame and a canvas and then you have to fill it. It doesn't matter what idea you started with. Now you're putting it into this. This being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival. This being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival. This is a poem by Rumi, 12th century Persian poet. Raise a hand if you've ever read The Guest House before. So you know what I'm talking about. The guests that show up in this house right here. Unexpected guests, sometimes uninvited guests, and Rumi has a prescription for that. But let's try call and response. Just on that first part. This being human is a guest house. This being human is a guest. You got it, all right. Let's bring it down really soft. This being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival. This being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival. A joy, a depression, or a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they're a crowd of sorrow. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they're a crowd of sorrow, who violently sweep your house, empty of its furniture. Still, treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. This being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival. This being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival. The dark thought, the shame, the malice. Greet them at the door, laughing, and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes. Each has been sent as a guide from beyond. Be grateful for whoever comes. Each has been sent as a guide from beyond. I told the story 2 nights ago to some of you about all the guests that I got to meet when I went to the North Carolina DMV. These were not welcome guests. At least not at the time. I wasn't singing the song at the time. Because I showed up at 4 o'clock and there was a full hour left, and the lady said, "I'm sorry, you're too late." And I said, "I'm working at my camp banging and singing. I don't get out until now. I've come at the only time I can come. I have to renew my license. I have to get a new passport. I have a trip coming up. There's a time schedule. I have to do this." And she said, "I'm sorry, I can't help you." And I said, "You can help me, but you won't." It wasn't the right thing to say. She maintained her peaceful, calm demeanor and said, "No, I cannot." So I turned to the people that had been over there since noon that day waiting. And I said, "What do I do?" And she said, their spokesman said, "For starters, you can stop being a." It was a one-syllable word. And that's when the guests showed up. That's when all the anger and the rage, the guest of murderous intent showed up. And I looked at him and I said, "Really, what do I do?" And he said, "Ask the boss for a day off." And I said, "I'm the boss." And he said, "Sounds like the boss is too." And I thought for sure one of those people would give me a little compassion, a little sympathy, a little empathy. They'd been there since noon that day. And I had the audacity to show up at 4 p.m. and think I could be served. But somehow, some spirit of compassion within me for myself showed up and said, "Okay, let the guests out. Just let the guests out." And I breathed and I took a moment and I looked at him and I said, "Sorry. Thank you." And I left. And I am so grateful. I think about it every day. Because even though I ushered out those guests, they show up again and again and again. Because this being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival. This being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival. Well, let's get a new weather report, a weather report that you can pull out every day. My wife, Adrian, loves to go hiking, and she sometimes will check the weather, and I'll say, "Weather or not, let's just do it, weather or not." So that'll be our weather report today. And let's see, do we have any other artists who are part of our Roots and Branches thing who'll come join us for this? You'll learn it as we go. Just come on up, Jay and Aditi and Zoe, come on up, and yeah. And Yara, come on up. Yeah. This is the Nimbus 3000. I'll be playing it as my weather divining rod. Little shaman thing. Come on up. Yep, you all will be singing, and Yara, where'd Yara go? There she goes, yeah. All right.
Y'all, you haven't met Yara Allen yet, but you're about to. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Yeah. All right, Jay and Aditi, please, yeah. And any percussion that feels right. No, Jay's got tambourine over there. This is the rehearsal. Now let's get the band together. I've learned that everybody's a musician. Not everybody needs to be on stage. I was in a band called the Billies, and we were down in Texas touring around after the Kerrville Folk Festival with my friend Bill Mellinson, and we got on the stage. We said, "Who wants to come play?" And whoa, this guy showed up. He had like a soup strainer colander thing on his head, and he's whacking on that, and he stole the show. But we learned you got to vet the people. Yeah, you got to. They're all vetted, okay? They've all got their shots. All right. So we'll all be saying this part. I'll say whether or not, and you say whether or not. Whether or not.
Whether or not.
When I say it's going to get cold, you say it's going to get hot. It's going to get cold.
It's going to get hot.
Yeah. Because full spectrum is what we've got. So here we go. Whether or not. Yeah, whether or not. All right. And then there's this other thing, but you'll see if you can do that. Let's see what happens. Whether or not. It's gonna get cold.
It's gonna get hot.
Full spectrum is what we've got. So here we go. Whether or not. Oh, the wind and snow. Feel it blow. Here we go. Oh, the rain and sun. Turn it on. Here we come. Whether or not. Whether or not. Whether or not. Whether or not. Well, my family and I were making traveling plans, and my neighbor said, "You better slow down, man, because there's going to be weather. Storms are brewing, and you might find your trip gets ruined." I smiled and said, "I don't want to be short, but I'm working off a different weather report." A different weather report? What's it say? Well, I'll tell you, because it works every day. Whether or not, it's going to get cold. Full spectrum is what we've got, so here we go. Whether or not. Oh, the wind and snow, feel it blow, here we go. Oh, the rain and sun, turn it on, here we come. Whether or not, whether or not, whether or not, whether or not, whether or not. Whether or not you're calm or you're feeling scared, whether or not you're ready or you're unprepared, the best thing you could possibly do, start expecting something new. Winds of change are bound to blow, sometimes like a tornado. They'll spin you around and turn you out, because that's what life is all about. Say whether or not it's gonna get cold. Full spectrum is what we've got, so here we go. Whether, the wind and snow, feel it blow, here we go. Oh, the rain and sun, turn it on, here we come. Whether or not, whether or not, whether or not, whether or not, said whether or not, whether or not, whether or not you're the kind who needs rehearsing or reassurance from a weather person. Remember, they've been wrong before and they're bound to be wrong some more. Sometimes they get it right, like when they say today the day will follow the night. Chance of boom, chance of bust. That's a weather report we can trust. Said whether or not it's gonna get cold. Full spectrum is what we've got, so here we go. Whether or not, the wind and snow, feel it blow, here we go. Oh, the rain and sun, turn it on, here we come. Whether or not, 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 whether or not you believe in science, shamanic divination, intuitive self-reliance, pack an umbrella, pack a hat, and pack a jacket in your backpack. Because it's gonna rain, it's gonna snow. Sometime this year, maybe tomorrow. And then skies will clear. Everybody knows there's no such thing as bad weather, just inappropriate clothes. Whether or not it's gonna get cold. Full spectrum is what we've got, so here we go. Whether or not Whether or not, whether or not, whether or not, whether or not, keep saying those words, though they can sound absurd. Tape it into your brain, make it a daily refrain, make it like your mantra, like Frank Sinatra. Say it every single day, when you're going on your way, when you're out in the sun, when you want to take a run. Report says rain, you think it's gonna be insane. You want to go in the snow, you're afraid to go. Just say the word that you always heard. Make it sublime and make it rhyme. Just two more times, you're right on time. Thank you.
That's my friend Billy Jonas, y'all.
Okay, now we're good. Now we can stay for the last one because we're all rehearsed now. We're all warmed up. We're all tuned up.
We rehearsed on a different song, but it'll be fine.
Yeah, that's our warm-up tune.
What could possibly go wrong? It's good.
The first thing that go wrong is this is a guitar we haven't tried yet. Josh. Tonight, Josh is running sound. Please give him a round of applause.
I also, while we're here and thanking people and celebrating things and stuff, I just need to give a little heads up that Jan and Joan and Robin, we're all celebrating birthdays.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
Jan and Joan and Robin.
happy birthday to you. Hey Josh, how's that? Is you getting what you need or more or less for the guitar? Talk to me, baby. It's hissing. All right, so we'll use the other guitar. That's fine. So let's learn the dance. You all are the dance ensemble. We're making music as we would at Camp Bangin' and Singin'. There's an adult week at Camp Bangin' and Singin'. You're all invited. We have 3 weeks for kids and 1 week for adults, and we learn that music is our birthright. You can sing, you can dance, you can make instruments, you can write songs, and this will be our dance. You put your thumbs together and your fingertips together, and you make a heart. And when I say more love, you just put more love in the world today. More love on your way. To the setting sun, there is only one measure. Try that. To the setting sun, there is only one measure. When you can honestly say, this is letter H, when you can honestly say, I put more love. All right. Adrian, you could do it because if Adrian wants to come up, because they're learning it for the first time.
Adrian, you should come up and help. Would you do that? You don't have to. No? Okay, yep. But I gotta say, it's really pretty to stand up here and look at y'all do that. It's really cool.
This was a commissioned song during the pandemic, and there's a whole new album. It's called Bridging Divides, and we're doing a lot of bridging tonight. So we're bridging divides, many of them within. It's often an inside job is where it begins. It's not the whole story, as my friend David LaMotte likes to remind me, and I'm grateful for that. But if you can do it within, you're on a good start. Because they say, when there's peace, if you want peace in the nations, you need peace in the cities. If you want peace in the cities, you need peace in the village. Peace in the village, you need peace in the home. If you want peace in the home, you need peace in the family. Peace in the family, you need peace in the heart. So the commission was at my synagogue. Oh, right, it's Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. Do y'all know about that? I was talking to a good buddy who's spiritually fluent. And I said, you know about the days of awe? And he goes, no. Oh, the days of awe, which is the days of awe. It's the 10 days between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, always 10 days. Rosh Hashanah, the book of life, is opened, and on the 10th day Yom Kippur, it is sealed. There's wiggle room. But one of the things we do is we usher in the new year with the shofar. Let's do it. Why is it up here? Because it was in my drum when I packed up from Yom Kippur. Yeah. All right, everyone say, Tekiah! Say, Shavarim! And say, Teruah! So Tekiah, badadap, means attention. Shavarim, adap, alive, awake, alert. Teruah, badada, 9 blasts. Get up and do what you gotta do. Tekiah. Shavarim. Teruah. Tekiah Gedolah means the big Tekiah. Tekiah Gedolah.
Shofar so good.
The question is, what is it made of? Probably the same stuff as fingernails. It came from a ram's horn. It is a ram's horn. Is it creatine? I don't know. Is there a doctor in the house? Thumbs together, fingertips. Did you put more love in the world today? More love on your way to the setting sun. There is only one measure when you can honestly say, I put more love. I've been wandering, and I don't understand, stumbling around blind and thirsty towards some promised land. But I remember once a whispering in my ears, everything you do from your heart will surely echo here. So I dance and sing that tune, pour my water on the ground and watch as roses bloom. Did you put more love in the world today? More love on your way to the setting sun. There is only one measure when you can honestly say, I put more love. Well, I remember when we had to leave our home. Middle of the night, running scared, we were so alone. Grateful for the little that we had, cherishing the gifts and the kindness from each helping hand. Over time, we came to see it's a simple path that leads to true prosperity. Did you put more love in the world today? More love on your way to the setting sun. There is only one measure when you can honestly say, I put more love. Simu simu ahavatchem ba'olam. Simu simu ahavatchem ba'olam. Simu simu ahavatchem ba'olam. Simu simu ahavatchem ba'olam. Well, today I found a place I could not mend, sitting on the bed holding hands with a faithful friend. Told him that the whole thing shook my faith, wondering aloud if our striving was all a waste. She said, we all have one task. All that matters is your answer when the question's asked. Did you put more love in the world today? More love on your way to the setting sun. There is only one measure when you can honestly say, I put more love. Simu simu ahavatchem ba'olam. Simu simu ahavatchem ba'olam. Simu simu ahavatchem ba'olam. Simu simu ahavatchem ba'olam. Did you put more love in the world today? More love on your way to the setting sun. There is only one measure when you can honestly say, I put more love. More love. Thank you so much.
That's Billy Jonas, y'all. All right, y'all, I've got one more guest artist tonight. I'm going to play a song, and then Yara's going to come back and sing you some songs. And then we're going to play two more songs all together, and that's the night. We got that many more. And we're really glad that you're here. And Yara actually asked me if I would play this song tonight, and I promised her that I would. So I'm going to get this one in before we run out of time. This is the stuff that makes me super happy. when musicians just kind of fall in together and play songs. Good living. But you know, it can't happen without you. It really can't. I'm going to play you an instrumental song that I wrote many years ago. I say I wrote it, but it's actually different every time I play it. And I was making a record out in Seattle area and Puyallup out there, and I wanted to put this song on the record, and I went in the studio and I tried to record it several times, and it did not work without the audience. And I ended up putting a live recording of this song on a studio album because I just couldn't play it without you and have it work. It really is a cooperative kind of thing. So. Josh, if Billy's stuff is not muted, go ahead and mute it. I'll make sure it's. Thank you. All right. Aditi and Jay over there. Thank you. That's my song, Shadows. And it's never sounded quite like that. This is because you were here, right? And because they were here. So this is our last guest artist tonight, and my goodness, you know, I told you I was preparing a meal with lots of nice flavors. Whew, we are to a good part. Here we are to a good part. Every part has been good, but yeah, you good? All right, come on. This is Yara Allen, my dear beloved friend. The one time I was arrested in my life, the first time I was arrested in my life, actually I was arrested twice, but the first time I was arrested, I was arrested with another man who I asked him if he had been arrested before. He said, once, that I'm proud of, right? And I don't want to take lightly the fact that I walk through the world in this particular skin, and that's not a common part of my life, right? But for a lot of other people, it is, not because of their choices, but because of things that are projected onto them. So I don't want to take lightly, and I also don't want to, having been arrested for protesting something is sometimes understood as a badge of honor, and I think actually sometimes it's really quite self-congratulatory, right? I think it's important to be strategic and do things not so that we have done them, but so that they move something forward. So sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. It's a longer story to tell you about all that, but I'll say this. The night I did that, I came out of jail very early in the morning, about 3 or 4 in the morning, and my friend Yara Allen was out there waiting for me with a hug and a smile, and took me over to a church basement where we ate sandwiches, and that was a lot of years ago now. We've been deep friends for a long time, and yeah, I consider you family, Yara. I am so delighted to give y'all the gift of her presence. Yara, please come sing us some songs.
Good evening. So, I'm one of 8, 6 of whom thrived. And my mother's, one of her claims to fame was that none of my kids have ever been arrested. 4 boys, 2 girls, none of them have, and that was in every conversation. Well, yeah, you got a doctor, you got a lawyer, none of my kids have ever been arrested. And then one day, I looked at my sister and I was like, who's gonna tell her? We both got arrested the same day. And she totally understood the reasons why. But we kept it kind of hush-hush until the News and Observer came out the next morning, and whose face was up there being carried away by 3 police officers. And the news got around, and I walked in with the paper, and I said, Ma, got something to tell you. She's like, oh yeah? And I handed her the paper, and she said, Jesus! But she totally understood. At least we hope she did. There's a lot happening, a whole lot going on in the world. And I think it's fair to tell you that I am not, no matter what David tells you, I'm not an entertainer. So you usually find me on the streets screaming, singing, chanting, getting locked up in that order. But the one thing I want to do this evening is to bring to our forefront, in our presence, those families who are being torn apart. Those families who have called this place home and who are now being ripped from the place that they call home, ripped from a place of hope. Children without their mothers and their fathers. And so I want to lift this song to put some positive energy. This is a song not only of lament, but it's actually a song of hope. It says, sometimes I feel like a motherless child. And the hope is in the sometimes, because the possibility of not feeling like a motherless child is in the sometimes. What are we doing with the sometimes? If sometimes people feel left out, abused, lost, then there are those other spaces for us to show up and to counter that. And so I'm asking the musicians if these wonderful, come on y'all, come on. This is organic, it is not rehearsed. I'm gonna do the first verse a cappella, and as they feel, they're gonna come in, okay? We'll try this. I was asked what key, I don't know. We'll work it out. I'm not sure. That's not it. It'll work itself out, okay? Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child, a long way from home. A long way from home. Sometimes I feel like I'm almost gone. Sometimes I feel like I'm almost gone. Sometimes I feel like I'm almost gone. A long way from home. A long way from home. True believer, a long way from home. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. I feel a long way from home. I feel a long way, long way from home. Thank you. Okay, so here's the fun part. So this duck walked into a Sunday dinner and read the menu. Found out he was on it, right? If you could bring the lights up a little bit, because I remember I told you I'm usually out on the street, so what I do is create choirs, justice choirs. And when I heard how many people were going to be here, I was like, this is perfect. This is perfect. All right, we're going to do this. So if the lights can come up just a little bit, and I'm going to come down there. We're going to do the choir rehearsal version of this song. This song was written in Stokes County as we were listening to people talk about the effects of coal ash on their communities, how it impacted their body. And there was one woman there who testified that her entire left side was withering away. And we listened, testimony after testimony after testimony, and it got real heavy. It got super heavy. And right at the end of those testimonies, Reverend Barber turned to me and said, we're going to ask Yara to close us out with a song. Well, all day long we had been singing, ain't gonna let nobody turn me around, oh, turn me around. No, 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 ain't gonna let nobody
turn me around.
Hey, I'm gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, marching
to the freedom land.
This was not that kind of movie. I just wanted, that was really choir rehearsal, but that, you know, so we were sitting there, and I'm trying to figure out what in the world, he's putting me on the spot. Walked up to the microphone, and I was like, oh, okay, let's go with whatever drops in the spirit, and this is what came to my spirit, and we've been singing this song, and it's called Somebody's Hurting My Brother, and it's a call and response. So I'll say, somebody's hurting my brother, and it's gone on, and your response is far too long. Do you agree? Far too long? Okay. Yes, it's gone on. Far too long. It's gone on. Far too long. Somebody's hurting my brother, and it's gone on. Far too long. And then all together, and we won't be silent anymore. Okay? And so here is the choir rehearsal version. Who's on piano? Somebody's on piano?
Where's Zoe?
Don't mind that I don't have on shoes. I think I used to be Wilma Flintstone in my past life. Okay. So the choir rehearsal version goes. Oh, somebody's hurting my brother, and it's gone on far too long. Yes, it's gone on. Watch this. Far too long. You see that little thing? I tell you it's gone on far too long. Oh, somebody's hurting my brother, and it's gone on far too long. And we won't be silent anymore. I'm gonna take it up just a little bit, okay? All right. Now, the other piece to this is that we believe in what's called collective effervescence. And you've had it all night. You've had it all night. But it tends to work on these songs a little better when you're standing. Now, understand, some of you may not be able to stand, but here's the thing. We say we stand together because we stand together. And so if somebody cannot stand, stand for them. Stand for them. All right? Where are my altos? Sopranos. Tenors. Bass baritone. Shower singers. Some of you, the same people raised their hands. I don't know. All right, we're going to be here. Oh, somebody's hurting my brother when it's gone on far too long. And it's gone on far too long. I tell you it's gone on far too long. Oh, somebody's hurting my brother and it's gone on far too long. And we won't be. Okay, now we're ready to pick it up. Here we go. Bring up the body. Oh, somebody's hurting my brother and it's gone on far too long. Yes, it's gone on far too long. I tell you it's gone on far too long. Oh, somebody's hurting my brother and it's gone on far too long. And we won't be silent anymore. Did you hear somebody's hurting my sister and it's gone on far too long. Yes, it's gone on far too long. I tell you it's gone on far too long. Oh, somebody's hurting my sister and it's gone on far too long. And we won't be silent anymore. Have you heard somebody hurting
it's gone on far too long. Yes, it's gone on far too long. I tell you it's gone on far too long. Somebody's hurting our families, and it's gone on far too long. And we won't be silent anymore. Can we just sing that part and we won't be silent? And we won't be silent anymore. Okay, musicians, let me just sing it. Here we go. And we won't be silent anymore. Come on, and we won't be silent. And we won't be silent anymore. I hear the harmony and it's absolutely beautiful. And we won't be silent anymore. Come on, keep it rolling, keep it rolling. And we won't be silent anymore. And we won't be silent anymore. Here's the last time, all together. And we won't be silent
Yara with y'all. Yara.
Okay. Look, we're going on the road, but you're all going to get arrested. All right? Here's the last one. Now, this is something we tried in the retreat the other night. And it's organic again tonight because it's going to show up a little differently. Keep your eyes on Billy. Okay? And it's a simple chant. Just a simple chant. Love always finds a way. Right? In the hardest of places, love always finds a way, right? Am I right? Okay, when it's hard to love somebody. No, I'm just saying. When it's hard to love somebody, love finds a way to do it. Right? Love finds a way to bridge gaps. Love finds a way to attend to needs, to be human, to show dignity and respect. Love finds a way to do that. And so it simply goes, love always finds a way. Love always finds a way. There you go, you got it. Love always finds a way. Love always finds a way. That's it. Love always finds. Love always finds a way. Love always finds a way. So let me just hear you sing it. Come on. Love always finds a way. Love always finds a way.
Might come through you in a song.
Love always.
The white horse.
Love always finds a way.
Remember the fender.
Love always finds a way.
Send the love to the bartender.
Love always finds a way.
It's the main thing that you got.
Love always finds a way.
When you're in the vibration of David LaMotte.
Love always finds a way.
Gonna find a brand new friend.
Love always finds a way.
You know it never ends.
Love always finds a way.
'Cause you came tonight, you made a choice.
Love always finds a way.
And the love's coming through your voice.
Love always finds a way.
Coming through with every step you take.
Love always finds a way.
Coming through with every choice you make.
Love always finds a way.
Whether you are the first or the last.
Love always finds a way.
The love comes through in the vote that you cast.
Love always finds a way.
No matter where you are, everywhere.
Love always finds a way.
You're an antenna, put the hands in the air.
Love always finds a way.
It's what you know and what you see.
Love
start. It's the end when you feel it in your heart. It's a collective singing all together. Doesn't matter what you find in the weather. It's what is coming through. Coming through you, yes. 'Cause you know it's true. Yes, we do it.
Y'all, that's my friend Yara Allen. We have one more song for you tonight. We're going to get all the musicians up here on stage. Come on, Yara, we need you. Come on. Thank y'all so much for being here tonight. There are CDs over there. If you want one, we've already got them. If you still have a CD player, they're over there. And we would love to help you out. I know a guy. We have mailing lists and stuff like that. We would love to keep in touch. My friend Chinobe and I are going to Uganda in February. If you'd like to come with us, please get on my mailing list. I will drop you a note. There's room for 16 people, and Yara is going to be one of them. So come hang out with us in Uganda. It's going to be an extraordinary experience. Thank you so much for the good gift of your time. Time is a non-renewable resource. It is a non-renewable resource. The gift of your time is no small thing. The gift of your attention is no small thing. Everybody wants a piece of your attention. And you did a radical thing tonight. You did a radical thing. Millions and millions, perhaps billions of dollars were spent to keep you right in front of a little screen in your house. And you came out to be in physical proximity with other human beings. You came out here to conspire. Conspire means to breathe together. You've been breathing together all night. And it's a radical thing that you have done. Thank you so much. Drink deeply when the wine is poured. And pass around the drink and go. May your spirit be restored. Drink deeply when the wine is poured. Drink deeply when the wine is poured. Drink deeply when the wine is poured. Deeply when the wine is poured. Pass around the drink and go. Pass around the drink and go. May your spirit be restored. May your spirit be restored. Drink deeply when the wine is poured. Now there's a fire and we renew. My friends, we have much work to do. With love, our cause and our reward. Drink deeply when the wine is poured. plastic cup. No matter when the love is stored, drink deeply when the wine is poured. Drink deeply when the wine is poured. Pass around the drinking gourd. May your spirit be restored. Drink deeply when the wine is poured. Joey, play that piano, come on. Now join with all who drink this wine. Zoe Lewis, y'all. For many lands and many times, precious children of the Lord, drink deeply when the wine is poured. And though we may not all agree, let us sing in harmony. Different notes make up a chord. Drink deeply when the wine is poured. Drink deeply when the wine is poured. Pass around the drinking gourd. May your spirit be restored. Drink deeply when the wine is poured. Billy Jonas. Yo, let's dig around. That's Aditi, Sethi. Right back here, that's my friend Yara Allen. Over there on the keys, that's Zoe Lewis. This is Billy Jonas. I'm David LaMotte. It's a pleasure to be with y'all. God bless you. Drink deeply when the wine is poured. Pass around the drinking gourd. May your spirit be restored. Drink deeply when the wine is poured. Drink deeply when the wine is poured. Drink deeply when the wine is poured. Thank y'all so much. God bless you. You're a beautiful community. Shine on. Thank you.
The scene is like nowhere else in the world. You can go to our website just about any night of the week and watch anywhere from 1 to sometimes 6 or 7 shows broadcasting. And all the stuff that we show on our website is free. It's free for people to watch, and then they're archived to our YouTube channel and populated onto the archive page of our website. We have close to 5,000 shows in the archives now. We are broadcasting about an average of 50 shows a month, getting about 250,000 views a month. We've had over 13 million views over the lifetime of our web channel. So we are doing everything we can to promote the creative culture in this city. We've made Asheville, North Carolina, the first city in the world that has its music scene kind of aggregated into one website. We've got Static Age, One World West, Asheville Music Hall, One Stop, The Grey Eagle,
AVL Fest.
We used to have Salvage Station. We do shows at the Orange Peel, Sovereign Cava. We're out at Leaf Festival. We're at Downtown After 5. We do everything we can to try to cover as much ground as we can here. We've had people from all over the world send us messages. Thank you for sharing this. I just bought their CD. I just bought their t-shirt. I'm ordering their vinyl next week. Now I'm following this band. Or do you know where I can find their music? Or where's their tour dates? And, you know, really being just another tool in the toolbox for bands to promote themselves. I am AVL, serving introverts since 2012. If you don't feel like you can handle all the people at a show, we got your back.
Don't stay home without it.